Alright, today we are going over my favorite glute exercises with dumbbells. So if you are ready, let's see the first one. Single leg hip thrust. The problem here, if you are doing it with both legs, is the load. Even if you grab the heaviest weight in your gym, that's not going to be enough because what's that? 50 kilogram, maybe 60. And most of you can already hip thrust that. However, if you grab the same weight and you only put it on one leg, that's going to be challenging as hell. You want to place the dumbbell on your quads, but really close to your hip. The only reason you can't put it above your glutes is because that's going to limit your range of motion, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, you can just do this because the top part, the lockout, is going to be the most important one. Same concept applies here if you were to do it with a barbell. You can tuck your chin in, that's going to be completely optional, but you just have to push your hip all the way up into a lockout while maintaining this neutral or rounded hip position. Hyperextension. I know this is a machine, but this is a machine what you are going to use with dumbbells. You want to make sure that the machine's height is lower than your hip, because otherwise you are going to bend at your lower back, and that's not going to be glutes, that's only going to be lower back. So if it's lower down and you are bending at your hip, then your spine erectors, lower back muscles are going to be the stabilizer, but the prime mover is going to be your glutes and hamstrings. You want to make sure that when you go down here, you're not trying to raise the dumbbell with your back, but instead trying to push your hip into the padding, and that's going to elevate your upper back. And once you are at the top, that's the end range of motion. You don't have to arch or do anything there with your back. Eventually, the goal is to work the way up till you can lift your own body weight with the dumbbells for 5 to 10 reps for 3 sets. And then, let's see what happens to your glutes. Dumbbell Romanian deadlift. Some people love it, some people hate it. Just strap yourself to a pair of heaviest dumbbell, so then your grip is not going to be the limiting factor, giving up faster than your glutes. So when you sit back, you can't sit back anymore, you bend your knee, you can sit a bit more back, maximizing this hip flexion. That's going to get your glutes as stretched as possible, and from here is going to be you thrusting your hip forward into a complete lockout, and from here it's not going to be hyperextending, it is just going to be you standing straight. Walking lunges. Strap yourself to 2 heavy dumbbells again, and now try to get 5 to 8 steps per leg using that weight, really close to failure. Just by leaning forward a tiny bit, keeping your shins vertical to the floor, you are going to maximize this hip flexion what your glutes have to overcome. And from here, the only thing what you don't want to do is shooting your hip up first, because then you are going to turn this exercise into a B-stance Romanian deadlift, and since you are doing a walking lunges, you definitely don't want to do that. There is going to be a landing phase in this one, and that's going to challenge your glute minimus and medius, but it is mainly going to train your glute max. Watch these 2 of my favorite videos next. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for coaching, hit the link in the description. Talk to you soon.